Life often presents us with difficulties that test our endurance, our faith, and our peace of mind. Yet, as servants of Jehovah, we must always remember that trials are not a sign of His disapproval. The Bible helps us to keep a balanced and proper view of these challenges. The wise man Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11, "I have seen something further under the sun, that the swift do not always win the race, nor do the mighty win the battle, nor do the wise always have the food, nor do the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those with knowledge always have success, because time and unexpected events overtake them all." These words remind us that life does not always follow the pattern we expect. Even those who are strong, intelligent, or well prepared can face situations they did not foresee. Time and unforeseen events affect everyone. Understanding this truth helps us not to interpret every hardship as punishment or rejection from Jehovah. Sometimes, our trials may result from our own choices or mistakes. The Apostle Paul reminds us in Galatians 6:7 that whatever a person is sowing, this he will also reap. Recognizing our responsibility in certain matters can help us grow in humility and wisdom. However, we should never make the mistake of blaming Jehovah for our problems. Imagine, for example, a car manufacturer who builds a vehicle capable of traveling safely at reasonable speeds. If a driver ignores the limits, drives recklessly, and crashes, would anyone blame the manufacturer? Of course not. In a similar way, Jehovah has created us with free will and given us clear moral and practical guidance. When people choose to ignore it, the resulting pain is not His doing. It is unreasonable to accuse the Creator of the consequences of human error. Still, not all suffering is caused by personal mistakes. Solomon's words in Ecclesiastes 9:11 remind us that many hardships come simply from living in an imperfect world dominated by unforeseen circumstances. Illness, disasters, or injustice can strike anyone, regardless of how faithful or cautious they are. In such cases, we must remember who the real enemy is. The Bible at 1 John 5:19 explains that the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one. And Revelation 12:9 identifies him as Satan the devil, who misleads the entire inhabited earth. Jehovah is not the source of suffering. The true cause of wickedness and pain is Satan. Keeping that truth in mind protects us from bitterness and helps us remain close to our loving God. When we observe life around us, we may notice situations that seem unfair or unjust. Solomon spoke honestly about this in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. "I have seen servants on horseback, but princes walking on foot, just like servants." How true those words are. Many times, those who have little integrity or ability enjoy positions of power and comfort, while humble and capable individuals struggle or go unnoticed. Such realities can disturb us if we expect fairness in this present system. But Solomon's observation teaches us not to lose heart. The world under Satan's control does not reward justice or humility, yet Jehovah's people know that true honor comes from God, not from human recognition. Remaining humble allows us to accept reality without resentment and to trust that Jehovah will correct all injustices in His due time. Jehovah takes pleasure not in our perfection, but in our sincere effort. He knows our limitations, yet He values every act of faith and endurance we show. When we face adversity, we can find comfort in knowing that He understands our pain, strengthens our hearts, and rewards our perseverance. So when you encounter hardship, remember these truths. Trials are not evidence of Jehovah's disapproval. They are part of life in this imperfect world. Do not expect everything to be fair or easy now. That will come in God's kingdom. Meanwhile, find joy in the blessings Jehovah gives you, no matter how small they may seem. Use your time and strength wisely, doing all things with love and faith. Keeping this balanced view will help us endure whatever comes. One day, when we look back, we will see that our trials were not wasted. They refined our character, deepened our faith, and brought us closer to Jehovah. Until then, let us keep our eyes on Him, confident that He will sustain us through every test and that the peace He gives will guard our hearts forever.